What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So just you know, buttoning up some stuff here on these retracts and everything. I was testing the retracts, and I'm being, you know, quite vigorous with them because I'm trying to get these covers put on, right? And they have to be just right. It's actually kind of crazy how like perfect they have to be. They have to each be set to a certain length, and it's not the same length. The one on the top is going to be a tad bit longer than the one on the bottom. Actually, not a tad bit. It's actually a good amount longer. I finally got this one over here to fit in place nicely. So now that I've got that done, I can go ahead and start installing the retract covers and installing the tabs for the hinge there. I haven't done this side yet. This one needs some serious adjustment still. But as I was cycling through the gear, the left one started giving me a little bit of trouble. It just wouldn't retract. And I'm like, well, what the shit, man? What's going on? So I shut it off for a little while, came back to it, and it started working again. I'm like, all right. So I made a couple more passes, back and forth, just trying to get that thing lined up right. And that, you know, I was going to start working on that one next. And then both gears stopped working. Wow, what's going on, man? So, you know, instead of messing with it too much, I just stopped, left it alone, took another little break, and I came back over, fired it up. They're not retracting. I'm like, you know, what could it possibly be? So the cool thing about these retracts is you can actually look inside the components as you flick the switch. You can actually look inside and see what the components are doing. And in my case, basically what it boiled down to was there's just not enough lubrication on that screw mechanism. Not enough at all. Just not even close to being enough on there. And the screw mechanisms were dried up. I knew that the lube that they put on there was just not going to be good enough. But for right now, because I didn't have any grease available, I just used some WD-40. And as soon as I hit the switch the next time, both the gear came right down. It's like just amazing. So they're kind of finicky. You got to make sure that screw, that shaft stays clean. I had my brush out, but it was just barely not getting into the hole enough right there. It was just barely not getting in there enough so that I could like see if there was anything on the screw, if it needed to be clean. It wasn't any of that. They just needed to be lubed up. So I'm gonna get some gear oil or gear lube, not the thin stuff, the thicker gear lube. It's like gear. It's almost like a gel, and I'm gonna rub that bar down nice, and keep I'd like to try to figure out some way of keeping those threads protected a little more. I'm thinking once I put the gear cover on, we should be okay. But the thing about it is if any dust gets on that screw or any type of, like, you know, fine debris or something of that nature that has a relatively decent size to it, it's going to jam up that screw. So be weary of the fact that they are open face retracts, so you're gonna get that kind of situation sometimes. So before you go fly, give them a quick little spray down, put some fresh lube on them. Just make sure that they are working consistently before you put it in the air, and then, you know, you catch some debris and they don't come down, or one doesn't come down, or, you know, whatever the case may be. So I thought I was dealing with some bad retracts or something. But I heard it when I flipped it. I heard the motor trying to spin the screw, and it wasn't screwing because that spot right there, that little silver ring right there, it was binding up. And that's why it wasn't screwing in. It was binding because the fucking screw was dry. It was dry as a bone. I rubbed my finger across the top of the screw, and as you can see, there's nothing on my finger. Nothing. No grease at all. So I don't think that they really actually come greased at all. I think they kind of leave that up to you. They put just enough on there to make sure that the metal doesn't rust, or make sure that when you get them, they're going to work. But yeah, guys, so that was kind of an important one. I noticed that my FMS retract over there too for the P47 is open like that as well. I'm not too sure if I like that design. I think a closed system is much better in this situation. That way, the debris can't get on it, and it's a sealed system. Especially with retracts. You know, retracts are pretty damn important. You need your retracts to come down, or else you're going to be belly landing, you know, $2,000 and $3,000 planes. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to belly land this thing at all. So just be cautious of that. The WD-40 worked awesome, actually. I put the WD-40 on there, and you could actually kind of see them it kind of broke free a little bit. And then as soon as I cycled it, boom, they came right down. No ifs, ands, whats, or buts. Just like that. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish these door covers here. I'm going to do some sanding inside of the wheel wells, inside of the wheel wells. And I'm going to put on my, I guess Scott Thompson calls them bead seats. It's for your doors to rest on. Bead seats, I guess that's what they're called. And I guess they're very important to actually have in the plane as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that, and then we will continue this video in a few moments. We'll be right back, guys. Later. Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm just finishing up here for the night before I go to sleep. I am really tired, and I am proud to say that we have the gear doors done. They're done. I'm not going to cycle them, just for the simple fact that this is still curing and setting up over here. I actually have these in place set here in this spot because that's where they need to be until that cures. Same thing on this side. I have it set up there until the glue fully cures. So I'm not going to cycle them right now. I actually don't even have these hooked up to the gear. They're just setting in there right now in order for it to cure. I did notice that this kind of broke up over here, and I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take a piece of wood or balsa, a flat piece of balsa, and put it over this right here in order to help secure that, because it actually busted up the balsa underneath there, and it's actually rising, and it was a little flimsy. It's starting to harden up now because of the glue I use. I use Gorilla Glue just because I've used Gorilla Glue on a lot of things, and the shit is just tough as nails. I mean, I've used it from anything from like this to foamies to putting back together a chair over there. That chair over there, one of the legs is actually being held on by Gorilla Glue. And I stood on that thing and I rocked it around, and it works pretty damn good. So if it can hold me, a 240-pound dude, standing on a chair with a leg that's glued on with Gorilla Glue, then it should be able to hold on that gear cover, no doubt. But they are setting up right now. They're curing, and I have grease all over this hinge so that we don't get any unnecessary binding in the hinge. As well over here we have the same thing. It's completely covered in grease, and I made sure that I warmed it up a little bit so it almost liquefied, so that it gets inside and on that metal shaft there. So no glue is going to get in there and penetrate that grease. It's actually a pretty good idea. I learned it from a guy online. I saw a guy doing it online. flyingrc.com or something like that. Pretty cool dude, man. He does a lot of these planes, as a matter of fact. A lot of the things that I've actually learned, I've learned from his channel specifically. So if I got caught up on a certain part of the project, I just went and seen if he had a video that kind of corresponded with what I was trying to do. These screws that they give you with the kit, they're absolutely garbage. They are garbage. Every one of these things just about stripped to the point where I wouldn't be able to get them out if I had to take them out. Absolute garbage. I drilled pilot holes. I made sure the pilot holes were nice and, good enough so that the screw would go in and go in just fine. I did the same thing to these ones, and these ones didn't strip, but for some reason the wood's a little thicker down here where you're putting those in, and those are just like got to be the world's shittiest screws. If you get this kit, you guys, take those fucking screws and throw them away. Go buy your own screws. Get some galvanized ones, or some stainless steel ones or something like that. Take these ones and fucking just trash can them because they're useless. They're absolutely useless. I actually I had to push so freaking hard over here on this one right here that it slipped, and I gouged my fucking plane and put a hole in it right there. So needless to say, the screwdriver went flying across the kitchen. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. The screwdriver went flying. I was pissed. I'm still pissed. That's why I'm kind of just taking a break for the night. I've got myself so involved with this goddamn plane. And, I'm trying to be careful. The monocoat on this thing is absolute shit as it is. This is a factory job here, guys. By the way, I think I covered that in the video already. I'm hoping that, I got a friend that's going to help me out with this a little bit. I'm hoping to God he knows some tricks to get that shit out, because I've already tried heat. And all it does is make it worse almost. It almost like it makes it worse. Like I push the bubble down and it's not sticking to the wood behind. It's not shrinking. Like I don't know. I don't know. It's super aggravating. That's all I know. And I have half of mine to just rip this shitty ass monocoat off this damn thing and do my own scheme on it. I actually wanted to do like a German captured P51, like some German markings or something. But we haven't gotten to that point yet. I just want to get the thing put together first. If I have to, I do want it to look good. I want it to look nice. So, and if this monocoat or ultra coat is what they call it, they should call it ultra shit. What was the other thing I wanted to touch base on? Oh yeah, so I didn't get the phone call back still from Horizon. Surprise, surprise. Why the fuck would they call me? I'm nobody. I'm just a guy that just spent thousands of dollars with them. I'm nobody. I really need to figure out an option. I'm reading through the directions again. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up to you guys. But anyways, those are curing right now, and tomorrow we'll be able to fully go through those and cycle them, and they'll be good. Let me find my book here, and I want to show you guys this, because he's like, oh, there's nowhere in the book that says anything about the included spinner, and I'm like, no, god damn it, I said I seen it. I said I can't find it yet, I can't find it now, but I seen it. I swear to God, I saw it in here. He's like, no, it doesn't come with the spinner anymore, and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, look, man, I said, I saw it in here somewhere. And he's like, no, he said, we covered our ends on that and took all that out of there because we don't include the spinner anymore, blah, 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 fucking blah. And I was like, listen, motherfucker, you guys are pissing me off as it is. I'm washed my hands with that company, I swear to God. And I don't give a shit. I really don't, man. Because I sure as hell would not treat my customers this way. Right here, mofo. Lightly sand the inside edge of the spinner to remove the overspray where the spinner will contact the spinner backplate. This step is necessary for both the included plastic spinner and the optional aluminum one. So you're going to tell me it's right there. You covered your ends. They're sending me a fucking spinner for free. I don't give a shit what they say. They're gonna. Or I'm gonna make some videos and put their fucking punk asses on blast, because this is I got so much time and so much money invested in this thing. You guys, I'm not trying to sound like a bitch, and I'm not a bitch, but I mean, come on, man. I'm right down to the bitter end. That's one of the last things that I got to do. It's supposed to be in the fucking kit. All the product videos that came out for this plane said it's included, and then all of a sudden you're not going to include it anymore? Why? Did you stop making them? Did you discontinue that item too? The plane's only like 2 or 3 years old. I think this plane came out in like 2015 or 2016. So yeah, 2 or 3 years old. You're already discontinuing items for a plane that's only 2 or 3 years old? It's a beautiful plane. It really is. Minus their ultra coat shit job that they did on it. It's actually a really nice looking plane. It feels rugged. It's really nice. And if you're telling people in your product videos that it comes with a spinner and a backplate, then when you open that box up after you get it, there should be a spinner and a black backplate in there. I mean, that's just simple shit, man. I guess the thing that I'm confused about the most is, why aren't they putting it in there anymore? That's the real question. Why would you not put it in there? Why would you give me a plane without a spinner and a backplate? My cheap ass fucking Dynam planes came with a spinner and a backplate, for Christ's sakes. But my $900 kit plane doesn't? Come on. What's up? What's up, Horizon? I really didn't really know much about Horizon Hobby. And I got in a couple of things through them, like some E-Flight retracts that I ended up putting in my Dynam P47 temporarily, just until I got, the right retracts for them. They fit, they worked temporarily, and minimal experience with Horizon, and it's a damn shame that I haven't even completed this build yet, and I just want nothing to do with them ever again. Never again. If I see a Horizon commercial or somebody flying with a Horizon shirt on YouTube, I'm just going to shut it off. I don't even want to see their logo. That's how sick in my stomach I feel of this company, how ill I feel of this company. And you shouldn't ever have to feel that way about a company. If you feel that way about a company, they're not doing something right. Something's wrong. Something's horribly wrong. And I went online, and there's a lot of people putting Horizon on blast. So I'm not the only one, cocksuckers. I'm not the only one. There are a lot of people out there that say the same goddamn thing that I'm saying right now. And I'm glad that they did, because I didn't want to be the only fucking idiot on his channel screaming about how shitty Horizon is, and that's not the collective opinion. But the collective opinion is that Horizon is they're overpriced, they're kind of fucking shady, and not kind of shady, they're fucking shady. They're shady pieces of shit. And then their work that they do in the warehouse, like as far as this ultra coat goes, I'm sure some people's planes probably came out great, but I don't know what asshole did mine. But when I was unboxing this plane, I did an unbox video. When I was unboxing this plane, I was almost tempted to pack it all back up and send it back and ask for another one. But a couple of you guys, said, no, Dave, it's easily fixed. It's not that big of a deal. But like I just said, I did put the heat gun to it. I used the glove. I've tried all the tricks that you guys have told me to do it, and the wrinkles are still there, man. I mean, so let's see. I did this cover right here, okay? I did this one. This is all finished, but you can see right here, there's still a wrinkle right there. I couldn't get it completely out. So that's what I'm gonna have all over my plane everywhere. Now, I heated that and pushed it, It's still there. It won't go away, you guys. Over here, same deal. You see that right there? Same deal. That will not come out. I've got it to the point where it's just not gonna come out. So that's what I'm gonna have all over this plane. Those little tiny little everywhere. Yeah, so needless to say, my P47 that I'm gonna buy is probably going to be like a Top Flight or Aeroworks or something like that. Probably Aeroworks. Aeroworks has a really nice P47 right now. Was it Aeroworks? No, it wasn't Aeroworks. It was Top Flight. Top Flight has the really nice P47. It's like on the same scale as this. It's either a quarter scale or a fifth scale. It's just like this one. It pretty much. I think it's right around the scale that this is right here. Absolutely beautiful plane. All the parts that they have for it are not discontinued. They're all still in stock. I won't have to worry about running into any issues with that. But yeah, man, my time in the sun with Horizon is officially over. I'm not going to order another fucking thing from them. Same thing happened with me and Banana Hobby. Same thing happened with me and Nitro Planes. I will never buy anything from those two companies ever again. Ever again. Nitro Planes never has anything in stock when you need to like get a replacement item. And Banana Hobby, they do have replacement parts and they have customer service, customer support and all that shit. But you're calling customer support because their fucking electronics just absolutely suck. And I've lost like 3 Banana Hobby planes just because of a failed servo. A failed wing servo. The first PACFA crash was because of a failed servo, wing servo. Yeah, man. So, that's all I got for you guys right now, man. Sorry I've been going on these vent sessions, but no one's here to talk to. I got no one here to talk to. My wife's not here right now. All I have is that thing over there. And look. All he's doing is keeping my blanket warm for me. No, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a good dog. I'm glad I bought him. I really am. He's a sweet dog. Yeah, guys, that's it for the night. I'm Dave. Dave's RC. Catch you guys on the flip side, guys. Peace.